Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome you to another weekly market forecast. My name is Yemi. This week is a quiet one, and let's see what we have from the fundamental outlook covering for the 23rd of February to 27th of February 2026. On 23rd of February, Monday, we have a bank holiday on JPY, and market is quite quiet. On Tuesday, there's no high impact news at all the currencies that we focus on. On Wednesday, 25th, we have AUD and US dollar coming up. 1:30 a.m. for AUD CPI monthly by monthly, and 3 a.m. for US dollar. President Trump will be speaking. On Thursday, we have the US dollar coming up for the unemployment claims at 2:30 p.m. Nigerian time. On Friday, which is the last trading day of the week, we have major news on Canadian dollar and US dollar, GDP focus and core PPI focus on the USD. And this definitely may actually impact the flow of the market. Let's go to the technical outlook and see what we've done over the week, and let's see what we want to do for this week. Last week, we had a fantastic opportunity in the markets, and we made over 1,200 pips on the currency pairs that was analyzed. And for this week going forward, let's see what we have. Starting from the DXY, which will determine what we're going to do with the rest of the currency pairs that involves US dollar. On the weekly time frame perspective, last week was a bullish one for the DXY. I'm still expecting more bullish momentum on it as my markup is still here without repetition of words and without repetition of visuals. I will just keep up with that flow. Right here, I'm expecting the price to still get into this range before I have further clarity on the XY. So on 4-hour time frame going forward, therefore, that means I will still be expecting more bullish momentum. I can refine it into a price level like this, whereby I can say I'll be expecting the price to stay hit this level before I know what else to do, which basically I'm looking for more bullish momentum on the DXY going forward because on the weekly time frame perspective, I have a level I'm expecting the price to get into, which is way, way higher at 104 thereabouts right here. So if I'm expecting the price to still get here, I have to take it slow based on what the market is showing right now. So the projection is long, but what we have right here is a bullish momentum that we get to this price level at 98.78 thereabouts. Going forward to the next one, which is the Euro US dollar. Last week was a fantastic one on Euro USD. This demand zone right here picked up and it gave a little bit of buy about 60 something pips thereabout. And it was a fantastic way whereby we had over 100 pips down into this range. And that was how it went. Basically, on this, what are we expecting? Let me start from the weekly time frame perspective and see what we have. On the weekly time frame, we're looking for a sell momentum overall. Though, if we're looking at that, want to see more sell energy in the future. On the daily time frame perspective, look at what we have on the DX, on the Euro US dollar. We're still having that massive bearish momentum. We see the pullback we have here. Last week was much of a, the last 2 days of last week was much of a range candles. And with that information, therefore, what are we going to do? The bullish momentum we're expecting, is it going to take hold or not? I'm seeing taking note, but it may not be for a long time, probably just a little bit of buying momentum to a little level above the previous candle, and we start seeing a sell on that. So basically, we're going to be looking for more sell on the Euro US dollar. On the 4-hour time frame perspective, therefore, we'll be looking at something similar. I'll take this out. It has completed what I've wanted, but I want to see a little bit of buy more from this price level to take out this high to get to this price level around here and seeing more sell momentum going forward on the Euro USD. This is the level I'm expecting the price to get into. This has completed its work. And right now, this is what I'll be expecting. I'll be expecting to see the price get into this range and give us a very good opportunity for a buy or for a sell rather. So right there is my opportunity. This is Euro US dollar. Going for this week, this is my projection. All right, on the next guy, which is the Great Britain pounds USD, let's check it out quickly. Great Britain pounds US dollar. The momentum is so high on the weekly time frame perspective. I'm going there on the 4 hours time frame. This guy gave us over 200 pips last week, and the buy momentum that was projected ahead of time, it also kicked and it gave over 80 pips. So this has done its work. And right here, am I still expecting more momentum? Let's go to the weekly and decide that. On the weekly time frame, you're going to see that overall we're having a bullish energy. We're having a bullish momentum, right? Higher highs and higher lows taking place right there on weekly time frame. There is no doubt. We're still expecting a buy, but it's not just time yet for the buy to happen. So we're following the flow of the market on the daily time frame perspective. Look at what we have here. We've seen how the market was definitely going to find a balance, a little to retrace around here before it moves down lower in the future. And with that being said, if you look at what we are seeing right here on the daily time frame perspective, we're seeing a pullback already on the demand zone that was stated on the 4-hour time frame, which I highlighted right here. And with that outflow, therefore, it means that we can expect more bullish momentum a little before the price actually break down below to give us a sell energy. I mean, I'll be expecting the price to get into this price level right here and give us more sell proper in the future. I'm not saying this is how exactly the market must go. I'm just telling you this is what I'm expecting, which means if the price is actually going to do that, it's going to be beneficial, profitable for everybody following this right now. And so far, so well. It's been amazing. It's been profitable over the years, over the months, over the week. It's also be amazing. So for me, this week I'll be going with this flow. I'm not going to take much of this by that much, but then let's see how it goes. Regardless, it will be another fantastic opportunity. This is the point one of my interest, and also I can be looking at a price level like this for a point two point of interest, right? I can be looking for somewhere like this as my second point of interest, meaning I can wait and take that trade right there, or I can take it right here, either of these two ways. But trust me, it's a fantastic opportunity ahead. So I'll be looking for this buy to continue a little about 768 pips thereabout. But before the price gets here, we know where should we be waiting for, either here or here above the price level, and then this level will be taken out completely in the market. So with that being said, I'm go straight to the next guy, and I'm going to show you what it. So but just before then, I would like to remind you again, if you go to the daily time frame perspective on this, you see that we have multiple opportunities. We are, in fact, we are in between opportunities. Let me put that clearly. One, look at this level here. This is a demand zone. We're coming soon in the future. I need to say that because I said we'll be selling, right? So to this level. And if we are not selling into this level, where should we be expecting buying to get into overall for the higher time frame perspective? This zone right here. Can you see that? This zone right here. So that's why I say we're in between opportunities. But I don't do analysis in form of if it doesn't buy, it's going to sell. If it doesn't sell, it's going to buy, and all of those things. I don't do it. So I'll take this out right now. I'll take it away. I'm setting the price to get in here and see a sell. That's my most likely uh expression, so to say. So the possibility of buying, I'm not really seeing it much. I have a higher bias probability for it getting here and sell off. But in the future, if we're going to be selling, this is the level we should be expecting the price to get to for us to sell, but not what I'm expecting right now. So I'm taking it off. And this right here, this is the level on the daily time frame perspective. Don't forget, this is how it looks like on the 4-hour time frame perspective. Sorry, on the daily time frame perspective, this is how it looks like. Expecting the price to still get down here. All right. So for me, I still have about how many pips to sell down? Over 280 pips to sell down. So regardless, I'll just wait a little bit for more bullish momentum to push into any of these zones on the 4-hour time frame. And with that, I'll be looking for more sell on the Great Britain pounds US dollar. Okay, so that being said, I'll move to the next guy, which is the AUDUSD. And what do we have on AUDUSD? If you go to that guy, I've been looking for you to get into this level before I'm going to take a buy, but it has not got there since. Last week it was a good one, a little. It's range still going about steering pips of 80 or 60 thereabout. But I'm not interested in all of that today. I'll just move ahead. And on the weekly time frame perspective, let's see what we have on the weekly time frame perspective. For me right there, I'm looking at the price creating a strong bullish momentum overall. Yes, but then I want to see the price getting into this range. We have a lot going on there. So in fact, I'm going to delete a lot of things at the same time. So with what we have here, we've seen the price momentum creating that bullish energy. But trust me, I would have loved if the price actually comes into this level. And this is where I would love to buy from in the future. Right here, I should be expecting a sell on AUD US dollar. So on the daily time frame perspective, let's keep it simple. I want to see the price actually breaking out this low from here, then coming to this price level on daily time frame, which is the weekly zone, to give us a buy momentum. And with that information, therefore, it means we are safe. And the daily, weekly loan. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame perspective, I've had a zone before now, which I already pointed out that if the price gets here, I should be looking for more bullish momentum right there. And that aside, whatever it is right here, I should just be waiting to see the price creating that bullish momentum, which I expected last week, to get here this week. Possibility for us to sell from here it's also there on the AUD US dollar. It just do something differently from the rest of the guys, but it's okay. It does the market for you. So I would rather be waiting to see how this play out in the market. And this is just one of those things. And AUD US dollar, this is what I'm looking at. It's not one of my best pairs anyway. I'm just telling you if you don't know. But for now, this is what it's showing. And let's see if the market's moving in that direction. We don't have a favorite. So long they pump the money, we are good. On the AUD US dollar, that's it for it. On NZD US dollar, I projected a sell on it since the price was here, and since then till now it has done over 80 pips or 90 pips, and I'm still expecting more sell momentum on that on the 4-hour time frame perspective. So I'll elongate my projection and let you see clearly that into the future I'm still expecting more bearish momentum overall. For the bullish ride, what am I expecting? Not really much there. I will rather wait to see it buy a little into this price level and sell down into this level. I think this makes more sense, right? Okay, so I'm just going to shift this a little to give it a breathing space for you to see what I just did, and then we move ahead to the next currency pair. So this is NZD US dollar. If you go to the daily time frame perspective, not really much here. I'm just looking at it like this, looking at more when you have a massive bearish candle like this, and you have another two candles whereby they are not really significant, ranging and all of that. Most likely you're going to continue the previous candle that forms around here, and this is bearish. Most likely we're having a bearish move right here. On the daily time frame perspective on that, in fact, we have a bearish momentum that sticks lower to a price level like this. But okay, that's the conversation for the future. But on 4-hour time frame, let's keep it simple. I'm just expecting a sell right there, and I will be waiting to see that happening for this week as well. And let's go to the next guy, which is the USD CAD. Without wasting time, on the weekly time frame perspective, what I have on the weekly time frame is a buy because we're on a demand zone for a buy, and it's been ranging for the past 4 weeks. So let's see how this will play out. On the daily time frame for the USD CAD, let's see what we have in there. Over the days, we have about 7 to 8 days the market has moved consecutively in the buy direction, and last 2 days of the last week was more of a ranging for the market, and we saw that. Of course, then I will be expecting the price to actually get to where I was expecting it to get to on the higher time frame perspective, which is a premium zone. And on daily time frame, this is what I'm looking like after we've seen a fader swing right here. If you go to the 4-hour time frame perspective, you're going to see how the market has reacted over the time that we are actually above 50% of the two ranges we have in there. Last week projection was to see a buy on this, and it did over 270 over 100 pips on the USD CAD. Something similar on USDJPY, which did over 200 and something pips. So for this week going forward, I'll rather be waiting to see the price entering a zone like this, continue buying till the price get into the zone. This is where I want to see a momentum and reaction for a sell. But then for now, this is what I'm looking like. So I'll rather wait and see how the price reaction move into this level, and that gives me more confidence to let it ride for a buy. So that is that on the USD JPY, USD Canadian dollar for me. And let's go to the next guy, which is the USD JPY. Last week, I gave a projection from here that I will be expecting the price to get into this level. And over the time, the market has actually done more than expectation, but it has not gotten to where I was expecting. It has done over 187 pips. And this is where I'm expecting the price to get to on the USD JPY. Yes, this is where I'm expecting it to get to. Since we started looking for a buy on the USD JPY, like I said, it has done over 270 pips, and this is about 290. So, which makes so much sense. But for last week, that was 18th. Okay, sorry. Last week was 15th. Yes, this was recorded from. So I said we should be expecting more buy from it. And throughout last week, like I said earlier, it did over 280 pips, close to 290 or more. But for this week, what am I expecting? I'm taking this projection out. I want to show you something I'm expecting. It's still the bullish momentum. Expecting the price to, most likely, we have a sell. Most likely, not really so much, not bad. Expecting the price to get in here now. So we're looking for the price to actually sell all a little bit of sell and buy overall. If it buys overall, that makes more sense because we'll be selling off from the price level that is creating above this level, which is a premium zone for us. At what is that price? 58.18. So rather, I will be waiting to see this reaction in the market. And go to the high time frame perspective. You see my thought on that on the previous video. And if you check the USDCHF, my balance on this remains the same. My bias on this remains the same. We're looking for a balance where the price will actually move out of this plenty range. If you go to higher time frame, the weekly time frame perspective, for example, when a very low price level and we're seeking for demand based on what the XY is projecting, and that's why we're looking for more buy. Last week was a buy momentum. For the past 4 weeks, it's actually absolute range. On the daily time frame perspective, it was a choppy, slow momentum movement for 5 days of last week, but it was a bullish one. So with this outlook, therefore, I'll be waiting for the high of this day on the 2nd of February to be taken out by this bullish momentum. So I'm looking for more bullish momentum right there. And on 4-hour time frame perspective, it simply means I'll be waiting for more buy till the price gets into this level at 0.7901. And when the price gets there, I can be expecting a reaction. I have a daily time zone, a daily time frame level above, which is also a premium level that will be expecting a sell from. But before then, let's focus on the 4-hour time zone where we have a sell momentum. So from the level we have the price now to where I'm expecting it to get to is about 140 pips. And let's see how the price reacts with that for us to make much money. On the other guy, I'm not interested. GBPUSD JPY, my projection remains the same on this guy. If it happens, fantastic. If it doesn't, let it fly. Gravity Power UD, I'm not talking about it. Gravity Power card, I'm not talking about it. This I was expecting it to sell from late before when the price was here. I was expecting to get in here before we had to sell. Imagine the guy actually sold without tagging us along. He flew without tagging us along. So that's that on that. I'm not checking it out. That's Gravity Power card. I'm not checking it out. XAU, that is good. Look at this. Projection that I gave was very simple. I said we should be expecting a buy. On Wednesday, I gave out this level. I gave out this signal, this call that we should be expecting a buy from here. It has number 178 pips. My projection was very simple. Following what this guy is saying, I mean, I'll be looking for buy, breaking into that range again and buying off till the price gets there. So let's just get to it. On the daily time frame perspective, we've seen how the market has created higher high, all-time high over the time. If we look at what we want in the market with the outlook we have right here, there's so much opportunity whereby we can be seeking for a buy momentum at this price level. It's a little bit far. I don't know what we take the price there. I don't really know about 800 pips. I can't see what we take the price there, but trust me, if the price comes there, it's a very good one. We're going to be taking a buy off from this level. Following the daily time frame perspective on the trend line analysis, we have a buy which has not taken out the previous trend line levels we have here. And last trading day of last week was a bullish one for the market, which ended with a strong bullish momentum, which suggests that this high could actually be taken out this week and we have more bullish momentum into this price level. So following the sequence of what I analyzed and dropped last week, I think I would just be flowing with that. Therefore, without repetition of words, I'm looking for more buy right here. And if you go to a lower time frame perspective, you might find another opportunity, but I would rather stop here and see how the markets move. At the market opening, I'm going to see what's going on. I will do a recap on this on Monday, God willing, and I'm going to share more insight on that. Going to the next one, which is the BTC US dollar. The price is actually within where it's anticipated to be, but we have too much range right there. And as you can see, there is nothing really interesting about the range. The range is actually too much. Over the time, I've seen the price ranging this much, but not this. But it's okay. It's the market on weekly time frame. We have 3 weeks now in that range, and of course, yes, the market is still moving. So what you should be expecting, I'm expecting more buy actually. Yeah, I'm expecting more buy. Nothing is here, just range. Look at this. All last week we had range, so nothing is really moving here. But I'm expecting more buy. As you can see, yesterday was full. Look at this. This was a doji star for that matter, a doji star on a daily time frame. No buying, no selling pressure that much. This is a doji star, and nothing really much is happening here. So I'm expecting more buy. Anyways, that's to cut the long story short. I will have a silver. I will have a bonus. I will have a bonus analysis on some pairs again today. On some assets like let me check it out. Witty. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I just want to give an insight on it. Somebody requested that we check it out sometimes, so I just want to do that now. Okay. On the daily time frame perspective, nothing is much here. I'll rather be waiting to see the reaction. If this goes on monthly, on the daily rather, I would rather wait and see the price reacting from this level. So if you're on Witty, if you trade Witty, we say you should keep buying till the price gets here before you see a bearish momentum. However, this is suggested, or this is still very, very prone to the changes that comes with fundamental outlook. It could be a natural disaster or a diplomatic war or a terrorist attack, whatever it is that attacking any of the oil producing countries, it's likely going to affect this. But then with what we have on the chart right now, if you're buying, it still looks good for a buy. And we're looking to see the price getting in here at the nearest future, in the nearest future. So far, so well. Well, we might have a bit of sell momentum at the beginning of this week, whereby you can do something like the, okay, let's go to the lower time frame to discuss that. But on the daily time frame, looking for a buy to get the price gets here. On the 4-hour time frame perspective, yes, I said we might have a little bit of sell. What do I mean is that, oh, no, not you. So what do I mean by that? If you check what I'm saying, we have a range right here. We have a lot of struggle going on here, and I can actually project that I will be waiting to see the price get into this price level before I have a good buy. Okay, so from here, then we can now talk about the sell. I hope you understand what I mean. So what I'm just doing now is to follow the other flow of what I've done before on the daily time frame perspective. So I'll rather wait and see how this reacts in the market. And this makes more sense for me because I'm not going to risk too much. So if you're trading good, if you're trading what's it called? Oil, if you're trading oil, this is what I'll be suggesting for you to do for this week. This is my projection on it for this week. On the daily time frame perspective, this is the bigger picture, so don't get lost in the thought. I'm just trying to help. All right. I'm looking for more buy on it till the price gets here. When the price gets to this level at 70.66 four, they're about 70.664. That's where we're expecting a sell from, as you can see, just like that. So on the 4-hour time frame perspective, what I'm saying is at the beginning of the market, you might actually see the price opening bell with the sell into this level. And if it does, it's a good spot for you to buy off in the future. So regardless, anyhow this moves, please check it out. I will try my best to always also follow if I can. All right. Regardless, I'll try. So just follow this up with your proper risk management. This is just my projection on it. Nothing is really more serious. Let's talk about S&P 7500. Somebody asked for it too. Let's see if I don't see their reaction over this video at the end of the day. That means I won't talk about this guy again. Okay, on the H4, let me just go to the H4 regardless. See, there's no time. I will have to wait and see the market actually buying. With what this is showing, I will look for a buy right here. So the price gets here. I will look for a buy. Okay. So if you are trading this, look for a buy rather. Let the price get to a price level like this before you spot a sell. Okay. But before then, you can actually wait and see the price reaction, giving you a little bit of sell momentum. What do I mean? Let the price create something like this, an energy on both sides, not a whipsaw effect, but just an energy to this level, tap back into it, and let the price get here. So from here, you can take your own entire sale. So it depends on how the flow is on the higher time frame. Let me indulge a little bit and check it out. So on the daily time frame perspective, this is what we have. So much range right there. I think that's why I don't need it, guys. Okay, so far so well. It's not bad. It's actually not bad. We have higher momentum over the time, but within in range. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame perspective, just to play it safe, I think it's better for you to wait and enter a little bit of sell. If the market sell off, this would be a better zone for you to buy in the future. If you buy from here, then you can sell into you can sell into this level, or you buy from this level. And if you buy from this level into this level at 6,960, it's a better zone for you to be looking forward to dump it all or to start selling from here. I think that is okay for that. The last one, which is also a bonus, I'm giving a bonus of 3 I said this week, where I should be checking out for you. On the silver, somebody requested I check silver out in one of my sessions, and I'm doing that. If you're saying this, like, subscribe, and share this video, and I will do more. Okay. So far so well, this is a very good one. We have an entire range right there, an entire flow. This is a bearish one, a strong bearish momentum. With what we had here, we had the liquidity being grabbed all above this level. If you do a trend analysis, you're going to see how the price has taken out this level right here, and you can see the trend line has been broken with a lot of struggle, and now a good bullish momentum. What does that tell you? That we should be expecting more bullish momentum till the price gets into a price level like this. So if you are buying this, if you are trading this, I would say you should keep buying till the price gets into this price level. From here, you can be expecting more sell anyways. But then for now, from what I'm saying, this looks good for a buy. Okay, this looks good for a buy, and the buy looks like it's something that's going to be sustained for a while. So if you're buying this, continue to buy. If you're selling this, if you're being profitable, it's okay, but this is looking bullish anyways. That is the projection I have. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, subscribe, and it's going to be an amazing week for you. I wish you success, trade with proper risk management, and I'm going to see you again. Bye for now.